Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're just going to be doing a full set of all acrylic no polish nails. So I'm using that neon yellow that I mixed up when I did the how to make glow in the dark powder. So that's the same color. I just added a little bit more of a neon yellow color to it because I wanted it to be brighter. So I'm doing that on the ring finger and the index finger, which will be my ombre nails. So as you can see, I just applied on the tip, and then I'm gonna come back and use my cover color, which will be my cover pink by Mia Secret. And then I'm also using my Mia Secret monomer, and then for my brush I'm using my alpha brush and a number 9. But again, we're just applying the acrylic on the tips, and then we're gonna come back and do the cover color. And then on the middle finger and the thumb, we're just gonna do all pink, which will be the cover pink. And then on the pinky, I'm gonna do some glitter and some foil. Alrighty, so I'm going back to that first nail, and I'm going in with a bead of the cover color, which is the cover pink. I'll apply that closer to the cuticle area, making sure that I brush it down towards the middle of the nail. That way it blends really good. And then just apply a little bit more as you need it, making sure that you build a good apex, which is right there, like in the middle of the nail, closer to the cuticle area. And also making sure that you wipe around that cuticle area really good. And another thing to make sure that you don't do is you want to make sure you don't brush that cover color all the way down towards the tip, because it will take away from your ombre effect. You want it to just go like to the middle of the nail. And then I'm just trying to make sure that I build a nice apex. As you can see, her nail bed is pretty small, and then her nails as well are pretty flat. So I do have to go the extra mile to make sure that she has that nice apex. That way her nails are not super flat. And then after that, I'm just sealing, or not sealing, but encapsulating those two colors together with my Mia Secret clear acrylic. So same thing for this nail. We're going in with the cover pink by Mia Secret. We place our bead, pat it down, brushing it down towards the tip, or sorry, not towards the tip, but towards the middle of the nail to blend it in really good. And then we come back and apply a little bit more if we need it. And after that, we come back and encapsulate that with the clear acrylic. Alrighty, so for the middle finger and the thumb, we're just going to be doing all pink. So I'll place my bead right in the middle where the natural nail and the tip meets, brushing it down towards the tip. And then I'm going to come back and add another bead right below that one. So for these, we're just going to do our regular 4-ball method. So I'll place my second one, brushing it down towards the tip as well. The next one will be right above the first one. And then also make sure that when you're applying your acrylic, you are wiping off the sides of your nail. That way it doesn't take away from your shape a lot. So that's one thing that you can do to save your shape, and then also making sure you go back and reshape the nails afterwards. But that's something that I get asked a lot, is how to prevent your nails from changing as you're working. But anyways, we place that third bead closer to the cuticle area, making sure that you wipe around that cuticle area really good. And then we're gonna come back and do a fourth bead, which will be right in the middle closer to the cuticle area, and that's what's gonna build our apex. And then also I do like to come back and encapsulate this with my clear acrylic, so you'll be seeing me doing that as well. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the thumb. Alrighty, so we're finishing off this thumb, and then for the pinky, we're going to be doing some glitter, and this glitter is by Coco Glitter Bells, so I'll be sure to leave her link in the description. And then I'm also using some gold foil, so I'm doing a layer of that clear acrylic first, just doing a thin layer over the whole nail, and then I'm going to come back and pick up my glitter. So first what I do is I get a bead of acrylic, and I dip that bead into my glitter, and then I apply the pieces of foil on top of the glitter, and then I come back and encapsulate it. But you can just dip your brush into the glitter without getting a bead, but I feel like it's easier if you just get like even at least your first bead, picking it up with a bead of acrylic and placing it on the nail. I just feel like it goes on a lot smoother. And then the foil, you literally just lay it just wherever you want, just do random little pieces and just picking them up with your brush. And then again, we're just going to come back and encapsulate this with the clear acrylic, making sure that your acrylic is thick enough over the glitter that when you come back to file, you're not going to file any of the glitter off. Alrighty, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other hand. So same thing, we do the neon yellow acrylic on the tips, which will be the ring finger and the index finger. Once we do those, we're gonna come back and do the pink at the back to give us that ombre effect. And then once we're done with those two, we're gonna go in and just encapsulate those two colors with the clear acrylic by Mia's Secret. And then after that, we're gonna do the middle finger and the thumb with the pink cover color, or sorry, not pink, is it pink? No, it's cover rose. I think it's cover rose. I've been saying the wrong thing this whole time, but it's the cover rose by Mia's Secret. And then we're gonna go in and just do the pinky with the glitter and the foil and encapsulating that with the clear. Alrighty, so once we finish applying our acrylic, we're going to go in and just reshape those nails. Remember, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you follow the sides at a 45-degree angle and following the free edge at a 90-degree angle to make sure that it's super straight. And then again, this is a 100 nail file, and you want to make sure that you do not skip this step because this is what's going to give you that perfect shape. As you guys can see, after applying the acrylic, it kind of rounds off your corners. So by you going in and just reshaping the nails, it's going to just bring your shape back to life. Okay, so once we finish reshaping the nails, we're going to go in with our fine drill bit, making sure that we go around that cuticle area first, going from the right side over to the left side, just going back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. That way you know that the acrylic is not on the skin. So again, going back and forth, and then also with the belly of your drill bit, coming back and just following the rest of the nail to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. But you do want to focus on that cuticle area because that's where your lifting will come from. And then also, if you are a beginner and you're still not able to apply your acrylic really smoothly, just make sure you just spend a little bit more time when you file the rest of the acrylic, because most likely you will have a lot more filing to do. But you just have to look at your nail from different angles to see if there's still any little bump or lump. Just file that off and you can move on to the next nail. But it's really important to first focus around that cuticle area. And yes, I did went ahead and switch my drill bits just because the other one has been a little bit rough, but this one is a little bit too coarse. So I just been switching back and forth between different ones, trying to get comfortable with whichever one. Alrighty, so now I'm just going in with a buffer, and as always, this is just to get rid of any of the scratches left on my nail from the hand file or the e-file. So we just buff away, and then they're gonna be nice and smooth. And then as always, even though I've been doing nails for so long, I literally go back and feel on each nail to make sure that it's nice and smooth. If not, I go back and buff a little bit more. Alrighty, so after we finish buffing those nails to death, we're gonna go in and just wipe them off with an alcohol wipe. And then after that, we just started doing a IBD gel top coat, or my IBD gel top coat that I always use. But you will see me come back and take the top coat off, like the ring finger, I think, because she decided that she wanted some bling. So make sure that you apply the bling on the nail and then come back and do the top coat. But again, this is the IBD gel top coat, and then we're gonna go in and apply some not IBD, but AB, SS6, and SS12 bling. And for that, I'm gonna be using my Mia Secret gel resin. Okay, so I'm gonna do the bling on the middle finger and the thumb. So I'll wipe the top coat off of this one. I applied my Mia Secret gel resin. I'm just using my wax pencil, my SS6, and my SS12, and I'm just applying a few around the cuticle area. She didn't want too much, but she also wanted a little bit more than just a top coat. So we're just applying those, and then again we're gonna do the same thing on the thumb. And then I'm gonna spray the gel resin activator, which is gonna help that glue dry a lot faster. And then I'm gonna do the top coat. Alrighty, so I'm finishing off this hand and we're gonna cure that for 60 seconds. And here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really pretty. That color is just so pretty and bright, and that cover rose went so well with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at GetNail32, and I'll see you guys next time.